Thank you.
All right, so let me finish my story.
Here we go. Yeah, finish your story. So
quick
we
recap.
were with weapons. There were weapons in the room.
Quick
When
recap.
we left.
There were weapons in the room. And
When last we
we as a class were being asked by this guy who's supposed to be a teacher at this point.
Yep.
To kill these posters representing main characters of his book with these weapons.
Symbolically killing the characters.
Naturally, every single person in the class raised their hand like, I want to use that saber. They're just like, I want to use it. I want to slash that thing into pieces and just be like, this is going to be awesome. Meanwhile, the teacher's just like, shocked. She's stunned. She's too nice of a teacher to stop it because she's like, no, you gotta let them finish their thing. I mean, it's their thing. Let them do it. It's amazing. Meanwhile, the kid who brought the weapons is all dressed up in some weird costume. We have no clue why. We finally learned that when he's getting people ready to cut this thing in half with a sword, he puts on a fencing mask, completes the costume, holds it out, and is like the karate assistant holds out the wooden block away from his body, and he's like, go for the kill. And everyone's like, what is going on? So, of course, I had to go up there and finish one of them. I used the Nerf gun because I don't feel comfortable using a saber yet. I'm going to learn next semester.
Yeah, next semester fencing.
Next semester in fencing, and then I would have, done it. But took out my Nerf gun, aimed, fired. Hit the girl. There were it's actually a picture of Eva Longoria.
Oh.
So, I mean,
if there was ever someone that needed, I guess, to get shot with a Nerf gun.
So, the first shot, I didn't really take that good an aim. I hit her like the boob.
Oh,
and
really?
he's like, no, go for the head, go for overkill. I was like,
she was already dead. In Nerf terms, she was already dead.
Yeah, I mean, I had 3 shots.
Yeah, 3 shots.
Shot number 1 hit her in the boob. Shot number 2, boom, right in the nose. I'm like, well, I just killed her. She got shot in the head. And he's like, no, go for overkill. Go for overkill. I'm like, all right, fine. Take one more shot. Boom, right in the forehead. I'm like, suck it.
Overkilled.
She was overkilled.
The class is stunned.
The class is just, like, I'm not even going to lie. When he took out those weapons and said, you're going to kill these people, I fell to the floor. Like, I literally fell to the floor. It was ridiculous. I have never been in a classroom with weapons before. I always thought it would be a much more traumatic experience, but that was amazing. I'm going to bring weapons to my classroom all the time now.
You know what? I actually had a pretty crazy week in terms of classes, too.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I had weapons in the classroom. What can you compare to?
Let me tell you about debates. Debates suck. I was in my first ever debate, and because I hate doing group projects with people because I think that people are stupid, I was like the leader for the debate. And it actually wasn't bad. My group is alright. But I had to come up with an opening statement against stem cell researchers. For ethics, I was going against stem cells, saying that they were unethical. I write this whole thing. And I was counting on going first because in my classes I'm usually a dick anytime, I guess. But in my classes especially, I just treat it like it's a big joke. And that's what happened with this debate. Although I didn't get to go first. So these people have this great opening statement. And it's all about all the things that are good for stem cells. And it's like, oh crap, this is gonna be hard to follow up. What am I gonna do? I need to use some public speaking tactics right now to intimidate these people. First step.
Intimidate and inseminate?
Stand up. I was standing up, and I asked the teacher, oh, can I stand up? Like an asshole. Everybody's, laughing because they think I'm kidding. I start walking around, reading, off my notes, talking about these terrible, stem cells, you're killing a person. That was my whole thing. That if you're using stem cells, it's because you took them out of an embryo, and you're killing that embryo, and that's thousands of lives that we're wasting, and it's murder for the sake of helping somebody else. It's not ethical. I even, at one point, slammed my hand down on the desk. As a gesture of I'm so into this and so passionate about saving these little embryos from extinction.
Forceful.
It was moving. It was a great moment in the history of giving speeches at Marist College. It's top 10.
Oratory history.
Oratory history. It was phenomenal. I am standing, exhausted, just gave a 3-minute speech, standing back to my chair. The girl who just gave the opening statement before me stands up. You know that the embryos aren't actually being killed, right?
Boom.
Everything that I had just said.
Irrelevant. Erroneous.
Completely erroneous. But it gets better because that class. All right, so I was a group leader. Messed that one up royally. We still won debate. I got a lot of candy. Not the point. Today, right before this, there was a moment that was awesome.
I'm gonna say we save the story.
You want to save it?
I'm gonna save the story.
We can save the story.
We're gonna save the story. This is a good one. I got another good one too. It doesn't involve weapons, but it may or may not involve. I don't know the rapper's name, but it involves a rapper.
Well, you know what?
Let's-
It's 5 o'clock, and we got to do some scoring and torn.
We got to do some.
For those of you guys that have been
scoring.
keeping up, this is like our 8th or 9th thing that Scroats has given us. Our partnership with Scroats
Scroats
turned out to pay some dividends
It
for
really
us
did.
later
Scroats
on.
has become like, if you want to even consider Chet the third man on this crew, Scroats is number 4.
Yeah, he's probably.
I would even say
he's probably
Scroats is number
4.
3. Chet doesn't do anything. Yeah, don't look at me, Chet.
Yeah,
Chet, turn around.
He doesn't know if he's looking at
Turn
you or not.
around, Chet.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our ninth. This is our 9th sex move from Torn and scoring.
Well, let's hear it.
And I'm really thankful for Scroats. He got us out of a jam, as you guys are going to hear later on. What do you think? You ready?
Let's do it.
Scroats Chesterfield here with Happy Times with Scott and Joe's Sex Move of the Week Christmas Edition. Brought to you by Torn and Scoring, just the tips. This week's move will jingle your bells for sure. It's called the Santa Claus Beard. To bring the spirit of Christmas into your bed, ejaculate onto your lovely lady's chin and upper lip, and then sit on her lap and tell her what you want for Christmas. That's the Santa Claus Beard. Go make some holiday magic.
All right. Thank you,
That was a good
Scroats.
I wonder what that's all about. Yeah.
I mean, role reverse a little bit.
Well, so
She's Santa Claus. Your little kid.
ask her.
want
That'd be
for
like with
Christmas?
my little cousins. What do you want for Christmas? Before
Don't
they,
ever associate
before
little
they
cousins with.
yeah.
Don't ever associate little cousins with Scroats Chesterfield. Don't do that, Scott. Come on. Let's be realistic. Do never
Yeah, can we
associate little
please?
cousin
Can
with
we
Scroats
please?
Chesterfield. No.
I want to.
You know what? Let's take a commercial.
I want to
break.
take a break because I
yeah.
gotta compose myself.
Yeah,
This
you
is
really
bad.
do. Let's take a
I'm
commercial
mess.
break. When we come back, we'll have some Marist College fantasy. Woo!
You know what? I'm gonna
Can't
say
wait.
this next commercial is my favorite commercial of all time.
You're gonna say that's.
I'm gonna say that this is truly my favorite commercial.
My favorite commercial was a jazz rag in the last break. That's my favorite commercial.
I really like that one, but this one, it's got a great moment and a guest appearance.
It
Let's
does.
hear it. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Chet. All right.